Hey, friends, I'm Dan Foulds.
I'm Brandon Bain.
This is Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Rubbin's racing.
Grubbin' is tasting.
Hey, look, we are so glad that you're here with us tonight. Thank you so much for giving us. I know you're busy. You got a lot going on. But thanks for being with us here, if only for a few seconds. Look, we'd appreciate it if you'd like the Coach's Corner page, like the video, like the post. Incoming!
Thank you, Vet.
Thank you, Vet. Well, I'm just going to talk about the swear bucket right now. Going off script.
Yeah, man, I love it.
As you saw, this is our swear bucket. And what we do is when one of us has a moment's indiscretion, or if you come down here and you want to help us, we raise money for the Ronald McDonald House over on the campus of Memorial Hospital right here in Savannah, Georgia. I hope that you never have a child in Memorial Hospital. That would be a terrible thing to go through. But if you do, and if you are of limited means, I want you to know that there is a facility right across the street. You can walk over there. It's a beautiful, modern, clean, wonderful place, the Ronald McDonald House. And you don't have to pay anything. And what we're doing right now is we're raising money by dropping F-bombs. I'm just kidding. No F-bombs. No, we're raising money. We're raising money every time we say a word that is inappropriate.
Yeah.
And that was Vet that came up here and dropped the 20 in there, and we are very appreciative.
Yeah.
I'll throw out the total here in a couple minutes. If you listen to ESPN Savannah Hilton Head, that's 104.3 FM, 1400 AM at 9 a.m. last Sunday, you might have heard Brandon Bain, Big, and PJ Zuko, and me, Dan Foulds, on the latest episode of Green, White, Checkered. That's actually on the radio from Brunswick to Charleston. Can you believe it? We had another great show. We had a great time. We cut up. Check it out. It's on Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock, and you can actually get it on your phone. You don't have to, if you don't have a radio anymore, you can listen to it on your phone.
If you just Google 104.3 Coastal, it'll pop up. You can go there, live stream the feed that's coming in right then and there, 9 o'clock every Sunday. Awesome show. A lot of fun. PJ's very knowledgeable. Me, Dan, we all have just such a great time doing it all together. Got to check it out.
Got to check it out.
Got to check it out, man.
NASCAR news. The number 2 car of Brad Keselowski just re-signed with Team Penske, ending the speculation that he might take over the 48 car after Jimmy Johnson retired. And actually, there's speculation right here within the halls of Coach's Corner.
Oh, yeah.
Vet, who do you think's going to take that car? So you heard it here first. Vet, who is a Coach's Corner kingpin, the long pole in the coach's tent, he calls Hamlin in the 48 next year.
I like it. We talked about this, and the 2 was my biggest speculation there for a while. Me and Vet actually talked about this before the show started. So
I'm glad no fist came out.
I'm going with Eric Jones, man. I see Denny Hamlin having a really successful year. JGR, Gibbs has got to keep him, Truex, Busch for the next however many years. 20 car, won a few races, showed some promise, not enough. Hey, we got this young kid in the 95 that time to move it up. I say he moves to the 20 moves to the 48. That's just me.
Spectacular. Hey, Ganassi Racing made a crew chief change for the 42 car of Matt Kenseth.
Yeah.
Thank God they changed something because that car has not been rocking this year. Mr. Phil Surgeon will take over for Chad Johnson to try to turn that 42 car season.
Hey, but hold on now. All due respect, this is the NASCAR champion we're talking about, okay?
Yes.
The problem is he hadn't been in a race car for 3 years. 3 years.
Yes.
The game has changed a lot in 3 years.
And he's old now.
Yes. So, let's just give that a little respect, too.
I'm not taking anything away from
What I'm saying is let's not just go at the crew chief so hard either. Like, hey, this is a learning game.
Well, whatever they're doing is not working. I mean, and by the way, the premise of the show is Big knows about NASCAR.
I mean,
I know about helicopters. He's teaching me.
I say for somebody to come over and take over that car, I feel like there was probably some other guys out of there. I don't know. They probably contacted them. They have a Rolodex too. They pick the phone up. They call different guys, get the feel.
Yep.
Might have been the best guy for the fit they felt like. So, I mean, kudos. It just not working out.
Oh, and by the way, I guarantee you, Kenseth's doing better than you and I would do.
Oh, and you know that.
There you go. So facing bankruptcy because their business in Texas is struggling through the pandemic, The Levine family of Levine Family Racing, which is a NASCAR charter team since 2011, they've sold their team, their charter, lock, stock, and barrel. It's all going away. They have Lawrence has got the buyer, Spire Motorsports. They're going to finish out this year with driver Christopher Bell. So that is Joe. Is that Joe Gibbs Racing owns all the hardware? Or am I talking about the
affiliated? No, they're affiliated. That's the right team.
Yeah.
Gibbs chassis, Gibbs engines, Gibbs pretty much everything that's on the car other than sponsorship or your charter.
Right.
Is Gibbs. That's pretty much like what we call the 5th Gibbs car. You know, they limited it to 4 teams there for a while. You know, some guys had 5 at one point in time.
Yes. But now you can only have
4 max. So that's kind of the 5th Gibbs team.
Okay.
In a way. They all share information. It's all Toyota. It's all Gibbs equipment, et cetera, et cetera. Christopher Bell was a Gibbs developmental driver before he came up to the 95.
Right.
So,
all right.
It's all affiliated. Man.
All or nothing question. Which is the best car for NASCAR? Toyota, Ford, or Chevrolet?
Best car?
Which is the best car?
That depends on where you're racing, man.
I'm just trying to trick you into giving me an answer. What's the best car to race?
No. No. Best car to race is the fast car. The best car to race is the fast car. But.
I tried, but it didn't work. All right. Kyle Petty and his wife, Morgan. Everybody listen up. I'm 63 years old, and I am getting ready to tell you something that is impressive. Kyle Petty and his wife, Morgan, announced the birth of their son, Cotton Cable. Kyle Petty is 60 freaking years old, and he just had a baby. Get after it, Kyle. Cheers to Kyle Petty. Holy crow.
That's twice. That's twice I got him tonight back there.
Lead in the pencil. That's all I'm saying about that. Wow. 60 years old. Man. Bubba Wallace Jr. has had a huge week renegotiating his future in NASCAR. Both Chip Ganassi Racing and Hendrick Motorsports have expressed interest in signing Bubba. But RPM, Richard Petty Motorsports, has upped the ante by offering Bubba part ownership of the number 43 team. That's a real big deal, dude.
That's a huge deal.
That's an iconic number right there.
That's a huge deal.
The King's number.
Right now, other than 1-2 other numbers in that sport, those are the most iconic numbers.
Holy crow. Bubba, man, I hope whatever comes your way, I hope it works out for you.
Gotta look at that as long-term longevity, man. Is what you gotta look at that.
Yep.
So hopefully, I'm sure he's got the right people in the right places, steer him in the right direction. He'll make a nice, conscious choice. So.
It's a great time to be Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, man.
And young sir, we are all pulling for you here at Coach's Corner, the center of the universe. Jimmy Johnson was voted the GOAT, the greatest of all time by his peers. All current drivers were polled, and they picked him over Petty, Earnhardt, Gordon, Big. He just.
It ain't even the hat. It's not even the hat. You go 1 and 2, you got to go Petty, then you got to go Earnhardt. Straight up. That's just what it is right now at this point in time. You can draw an equal sign and say equal. Look, multiple crew chiefs, multiple championships, a high amount of wins at the highest caliber of the sport, right?
Right.
So then we throw Gordon in there. 4 championships, right?
Right.
90-something wins, 93 wins.
Yep.
Come on, dude. You look at the average stats, crazy, right? Only 4 championships. We have a guy who had the same crew chief for all 7. Now, he's done one thing that nobody's done, and that's 5 times. That's 5 in a row.
Yes.
I'm not going to say it's never going to
happen again.
But that's going to be very, very hard to do. The game has changed.
Yes.
So, with that being said, is he in the top 5? Yeah. Does he deserve as much respect as all the 4 above him or 5 or however you want to place it? Yes, he does. But the GOAT? No. Good guy, great driver, loves him, great personality, really great champion, but not the GOAT. Just all over statistical facts. That's it. That's all you got to say, man.
I hope you're a NASCAR fan. If you are a NASCAR fan, I want to tell you that there is a YouTube universe of videos about NASCAR. And there is a ton of guys that make great content And man, it's fun to watch and hear what they have to say. And there's actually a short video floating around right now. And this dude that made this video posited that the reason that Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson did what they did was because Slim Fast pulled out as a sponsor years and years ago. And I'm just going to leave that at that. You just never know. But you never know when a little tiny thing changes the course of history. And you check that out about the Slim Fast dropping out as a sponsor. Yeah. Speaking of Gordon, and by the way, there it is right there. And who's driving that car right now?
William Byron, man.
Willie B.
Willie B.
Yesterday was Mr. Gordon's birthday.
Yep.
Let's wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday. That's why I wore this. But I got a little fun fact for you right here that I was thinking about earlier today, right?
Let's hear it.
So you had Gordon and Evernham, driver, crew chief relations.
Yes.
You had
Yes.
Chad Knaus that also worked on that team.
Yes.
Go on, Jimmy Johnson. Okay, you had Steve Letarte that also worked on that team.
Who's on the NBC broadcast now?
Dale Jr.'s crew chief, Gordon's crew chief, worked in Hendricks for a long time, right?
Yep.
But the craziest thing about that is not only that, today is actually Alan Gustafson's birthday, who is also at Hendrick, who is also a crew chief to Jeff Gordon. So happy birthday to Gordon and to Gustafson.
Happy birthday, Mr. Gustafson.
Thick pedigree down there in the Rainbow Warriors, man. I'm telling you.
How
happy
about
birthday, man.
Big. Let's talk about another video. Let's talk about the T-Rex car that Gordon drove to a victory in the All-Star race in Charlotte.
Yeah. So the way the story goes on all that, man, is I can't remember the guy's name, and I apologize, I didn't look it up before I got on the show, but I don't remember the guy's name, but the head of basically the R&D department at Hendrick,
yes,
had worked on this car for like 8 months, 9 months, a year.
Yes.
Just taking the rules, the boundaries, stretching them,
Yes.
doing whatever they could do to make this car do whatever it needed to do. Threw it on it was when Jurassic Park 2 came out, I'm pretty sure, 97, I think, or 98.
That was a sponsor on the hood.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Took it to the Charlotte on the All-Star race, man, and he absolutely smoked him. Couldn't. I mean, nobody could even keep up, dude. It wasn't even a race. It was stupid how fast he was. So they confiscate the car after the All-Star race. They take it in. NASCAR breaks it down, has their engineers break it down. They look at it. They cannot find one thing that is illegal on that race car. Everything passed the specs at the time. Everything was legal. Everything was good to go.
Yes.
They told Ray Evernham, they said, don't ever bring that race car back to its track.
banned.
Said, we cannot find one thing wrong with it, but it ain't right. That's what they said.
Because there's a video about this. They was the Big Bill France, who called Ray into the trailer.
Yeah.
And Evernham thought, well, shit, I'm getting ready to go have a beer with the boss man or a cigar. And he calls him in there and he says, no. And the development, and I love this story, what I heard was that the boss called everybody into the room and said, I want to hear everybody's idea about how to make the perfect car. And so that's crew resource management. You ask, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Let's make the perfect car. And it was good. And he won $1 million with it.
Yeah.
And then that was it. And it was out. That car is on display today. And I'm having a brain fart now. The name of the team owner,
Rick
Hendrick. That's it. Hendrick. All right. Let's break down the race at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Man. Did you like it? Were you working when you were?
No, I got to come home and watch it. I loved it. Other than the fact that I lost, I finished second, which pissed me off. But
yeah,
there again, I got to have you clarify a bet for me because I made a moose of bet last week and I don't remember exactly what it was. I don't remember if I took the 11 and the 4 or if I took the 11 and the 2.
I can't remember.
I got to find clearance on it.
So, if you didn't watch that race, it is still available on YouTube, and holy crow, was it spectacular.
Yeah, it was.
The guys calling the race, by the way, you remember I bitched about NBC taking over from Fox?
Yeah.
No, I was wrong. Yeah. Those guys are doing a great job calling these races, and they were excited. They're like, this is great racing.
I mean,
lead changes.
I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch our show from last week,
there's a bet in there?
No, those top 5?
Yeah.
Were those top 5. Man.
Yeah.
I put that on that pretty good. I don't even remember if I had Kyle Busch in it or not, but if I did, whatever. We ain't worried about that.
You're the NASCAR whisperer. Of course you did.
Let me tell you, I told Lindsay my wife, I always write a list for our draw. 1 and 2 are obviously the 4 and 11.
Right.
Either way, they're equal. Number 3, 2-car.
Yes.
I had that feeling. I know Keselowski. I know his style. I know what he looks for in that race car. And
Keselowski came out, yes.
What you have to watch is similar racetracks and things that they do. So that center of the turn and that bite off. You watch that, and if a team has like an astronomical advantage of the bite off, so much momentum coming off.
Yes.
Dude, they're going to have it figured out when it comes down to the forward bite off. You just got to watch those trends. But, yeah, I mean, I had it on there, man. Just unluckily, I didn't pick them for me, unfortunately. I picked them for somebody else.
So what Big is referring to is that right now, as we sit here with you at Coach's Corner, there is a game of skill transpiring about 30 feet over there. This is a going concern. This restaurant is in business. There is a game of skill taking place. We're all in it. We're all taking our chances. We're only having somebody.
We're all having fun, man.
I'm having fun.
No, we're all having fun.
Yes, we are. So, and actually, there was a short video that Lawrence Bennett, the brains behind the camera, actually made this video, and it's got you picking Brad Keselowski to win the race.
Yeah.
That actually, I've seen that. That's a good video. Yeah. All right. We picked it before the race on Twitter at 9:20. How about that?
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly New Hampshire edition.
That's it.
The good. The number 4 car of Kevin Harvick keeps up his run to the championship. His 5th place finish was his 7th consecutive top 5 performance. He has had 13 top 5s in the 20 races this season, and that is a 65% of his starts are top 5s.
Yeah, killing it, dude. There again, championship contender, 40-something years old, older cat, coming into his prime right now at 40-something. So, there again, man. Like I said earlier, 4-11 were equal to me.
Yeah.
Didn't win the race. Strategy didn't quite fall out the way they needed to fall out.
Yes.
But there again, Kevin Harvick, top 5. I was watching because I know he needed that one position for my top 5 that we talked about on here.
I called him to win.
Oh, and I need that to come up there.
Yep.
Finally got up there, man. So, I mean, good kudos, man. He's doing what he's got to do. He's putting together, solid finishes, man. That's what it's about. No mistakes on pit road. Everybody being sharp, sticking to the game plan, execution, man.
And yes. Don't make mistakes.
Oh,
yes.
No, man.
The bad, the number 42 car of Matt Kenseth. The former champion finished 37th after causing 3 cautions. And actually on the radioactive segment, somebody said, how many times has he spun out today?
Yeah, he called it a day. He said, nah, that's it. It's a day.
Maybe the crew chief change will help. The ugly. Another rough day for Rowdy.
Well,
woo! Another rough day for the 18. Holy crow. This dude who was the champion last year, we're not laughing at you,
no,
Rowdy.
when you win, I'll put you back on 4 wheels.
Sir, we're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. He's won one stage this year. He was the Cup champion last year.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about he has fallen off a cliff.
Nobody would have ever seen this coming. Nobody would have ever seen this coming. And at the end of the day, let me tell you this. Everybody out there right now that's going Kyle Busch who, Kyle Busch this, Kyle Busch that. Let me tell you something about Kyle Busch.
He's a champion.
If Kyle Busch makes it to those last 4 drivers, I would bet my money on Kyle Busch before it'd be Harvick, Hamlin, or anybody else because I know him. Second doesn't mean a damn thing to him. What means something to him is winning and championships. And he would wreck a teammate or he would wreck his own family.
He'd wreck his own mother.
A race.
He is KFB, by God.
By the way, that SOB, that's my man right there. I mean, I'm telling you, he's going to bounce back. It's only a matter of time. You guys just keep sleeping if you want. I'm telling you.
He slid. He hit the wall hard. His last tire went down. And by the way, even though I don't actually care for the guy's personality, I do admire performance and I admire skill and talent, even if I don't like you. And I actually had him picked to win. Big money here, and it didn't work out. It's Rowdy's 3rd finish of 30 or worse in the last 8 races. Checkered flag for charity. Brad Keselowski wins at New Hampshire in the number 2 car. That's another $2 for the Ronald McDonald House, but that's not good enough for us. We're going to throw in some beer money and make it an even $20. Our total so far this year is $841. Hey, friends, please drop by and donate your favorite driver's number into our bucket. If we're not here, leave it at the bar. They'll take it.
Yep.
If you like the number 19 car, Martin Truex, drop $19. Give the extra dollar out of your 20 to the bartender. Help us help this great local charity.
Definitely.
Come on, dude. Team owner Mario Goslin of DMF Racing and his driver Alex LeBay. Remember Alex LeBay from the iRacing, right?
Yeah.
He's a huge iRacing guy. Alex LeBay got into some hot water last week when they were practicing at the Daytona Road Course for an upcoming SCCA event. The car they were driving in was a copy of an Xfinity car. And NASCAR deemed that it was a violation of their no practice policy, and it gave them an L2 penalty.
What's that mean?
That penalty knocked Alex LeBay from minus 73 points out of 12th spot for the Xfinity playoffs down to 21st place. Come on, dude. LB, what's an L2 penalty?
Level 2, man. That means pretty much like it's not going to be a fine. You're going to get docked some points.
Okay.
You're going to get docked.
You know what that is?
Yeah, that's all. Like I said, that's basically you violated their rule book.
Well,
there's only one worse. There's only one worse than that.
L1. What does that do?
Well, it's 2 and 3. You know, level all the way up. Higher it goes.
Oh, the higher. An L3, would they take your win away from you?
L3 is pretty much like you're going to be done. You violated their substance abuse policy. You violated whatever kind of legal policies they haven't set criminally or whatever. But
okay.
I mean, you got to look at it like this, man. I can't jock on the guy for trying. I mean, we can't be upset with him for going out here. Is it a NASCAR sanctioned track? Is it? Because we're having a race there one time because of this pandemic? Is it an official NASCAR sanctioned track?
I guess it is now.
You can't practice at NASCAR sanctioned track.
That's the road course.
I'm just putting it out there a little bit. There's something to think about, but.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot. There is a lot to learn about NASCAR.
There's a lot going on right now, man.
And like any relationship, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Cheers! Cheers to the coolest trophy on any track, anywhere in NASCAR. Loudon the Lobster.
Hey.
I thought it was like a trophy.
Oh, no, man.
It's a live freaking lobster. Man. Like, you take this thing home and you freaking boil it and you eat it.
No, yeah, he ain't getting 8, man. Hey, I'd get an aquarium and put him in there, man, if I was him. I'm telling you, I'd have 3.
Cheers.
If I was a Gordon or whoever, Keselowski, Harvick, I'd have 3 or 4 of them in there, man.
Probably the most unique and definitely the tastiest trophy in sports. Loudon the Lobster weighed in at 24 pounds and is estimated to be over 100 years old.
Yeah. I mean, how can you eat that? Come on, man. You can't eat that.
Some winners donate the giant lobster to the local aquarium, but some eat it. Pass the drawn butter, please.
Tony Stewart and crew ate it.
No way, dude. 100-year-old lobster, there's no way, man. That's like eating your granddad, man. That's horrible, dude.
Far right turn. Navy veteran, Lieutenant Commander Jesse Iwuji will race in the Xfinity race at Road America this weekend. Jesse will be the first and only active duty member currently serving in our armed forces to race in a NASCAR race.
Hey, let me tell you something about that. I got on a little DraftKings. I got me a little line bet on some DraftKings stuff. I took him. Okay? I took him this weekend. Very lucky.
Hell yeah!
If he turns out good, oh, man, golden.
Commander, I admire you. Spectacular.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thank you.
I'm Dan Foulds. I'm a retired warrant officer, and I hope you go out there and just kick
Thank you.
butt.
Damn right. Thank you standing up, serving our country, man. Greatly appreciated, man.
His motto is, always keep dreaming. Set your goals higher than you think you can reach.
Damn right. I like that.
Spectacular.
Very true.
Our $5 side bet last week revolved around the number of laps the eventual winner would lead at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Like an idiot, I had 20. JB said 69, of course. Brian Mack had 35. Adam had 31. Big had 94 and higher. LB said the leader would only lead three laps. He's really good behind the camera, but he ain't worth a crap at betting.
Oh,
So we all owe some money. Oh shit! Pardon me. Well, there's $1 for that. I'm gonna have to get some money from my wife. We'll start with that.
That's it.
I lost that bet.
I won. You guys left me the high. I said 90 something. It led what? 190 something, right?
Keselowski led a lot.
190 something led.
And there was a lot of lead changes. I mean, it's like these dudes were up front.
You
By
guys
the way,
gave me a lot of laps.
How about Blaney, man? Blaney fought his balls off. Blaney was up there. He was fighting. Holy crow!
You gotta look at it like this, dude.
The number 2. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's got horrible luck right now. Does he have good equipment? Yeah. We're gonna get into what we're talking about here coming up real soon. I'm telling you right now. He's got really bad luck right now.
The number 2 car of Brad Keselowski dominated the field and led 184 out of 301 laps. And there was still a lot of lead changes. Yeah. Big wins the bet not by a mile, by 100 miles. Well done, sir. And all that money, by the way, goes to the Ronald McDonald House. Folks, we got a huge doubleheader coming up this weekend at Michigan.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Coming up in Michigan this Saturday and Sunday, live action at the Firekeepers Casino 312, starting at 4 p.m. on Saturday, and the Consumer Energy 312 firing up at 4:30 p.m. on Sunday. That's two for nothing, because you can come here to Coach's and you can see these races right here at Coach's Corner on the Jumbotron on any of 150,000 screens. And your first beer is on me. Just tell your server that fat idiot said that my beer was on him. Dan Foulds, rock on with that.
Love it.
That's going to be great. The Cup cars and the trucks are racing at Michigan.
Yep.
And the Xfinity cars are racing at Road America, just down the road in Irish Hill. So NASCAR is everywhere.
Yeah, man.
And they're the only show in town.
You got a lot of other sports on right now, but at the end of the day, dude, Michigan is hologram. It really is. You know, Ford, the manufacturing of Ford, and how big that means to this sport, and the Heritage Trophy for what they race for between manufacturers. Michigan is kind of like that diamond in the rough jewel that NASCAR looks for. You know, a lot of people don't know, but hey, Michigan's a big deal, dude. This is a big track, very high speed, run what you brung, very wide open.
Yes.
Horsepower, aero. This is your whole package. This shows you what program's what. And there again, like I said, home of Ford. I always pick a Ford when we go there.
I saw that text. Yeah, you said Ford's going to win.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, man.
So tell me about the track. What's the track like?
I think it's 2.2 miles, 2.1 miles. Very big,
super
very wide.
speedway then, right?
Somewhat of a super speedway. No drafting. I mean, some drafting down the straightaways. Not like Daytona or Talladega where we're 2-3 wide, running in single file. Nothing like that. Very raceable. So we're going to go 3-4 wide, maybe 5 wide on a restart or something crazy.
Yes.
Multi-groove. Very, very couple kind of different turns. One's probably going to be a lot of wide open. This is a momentum track. Momentum.
Will they run the 750 horsepower car or the 550?
550.
Okay.
550 downforce package. You're going to look at a guy that whoever gets out front, 9 times out of 10 is going to stay out front unless whoever's behind him is way better. It's just clean air is going to mean a lot. Downforce is going to mean a lot.
Okay.
High speed, high RPMs, momentum is going to mean a lot. So it's one of those tracks. You got to look at certain guys, certain players, the way they run, what lines they run, what they prefer.
Well, while we're talking about it, who's going to win?
If you want me to tell you right now first race or second race? We'll go with the first one, right?
We'll do them in order.
First Michigan race on Saturday. I mean, you got a guy that's won it 2 years in a row, 18 and 2019 in Kevin Harvick, right?
Okay.
No
surprise there.
They kind of always say it like this, Dan. If you want to eat the best cake, you got to know the baker. And there's only one guy from Bakersfield, California. Okay?
Yep.
And that's going to be Mr. Kevin Harvick.
Easter egg.
You got to look forward 2 years in a row. Why not make it 3? There again, a Ford, very strong horsepower. Penske and Stuart Haas are battling for that top Ford team,
Yes.
I think Penske still got it. And the next couple of years, you're going to see Stuart Haas keep bringing that level up. So, very something interesting to watch and keep an eye out for. But you got Harvick coming in first on the first Michigan race. Second for me is going to be we'll go out there and we'll go touch a Chevrolet. It's going to be the 9. Okay, the 9 car Chase Elliott rebounds here at Michigan, one of his best tracks.
Ain't really heard a lot about him lately.
Right, one of the better average finish tracks that he has. I want to say it's one of the top that are in the last 5 races. Has very good average finish at Michigan. Dad won there back-to-back, 85, 86. Little family history there.
Awesome Bill from Dawson.
Earlier in the year, he won the $1 million All-Star race.
Yes.
$1 million Bill. Now we got $1 million Little Bill, which I like. So. But you got to look at it like this, man. It's time to get back right. He's coming in, right? So number 3, Brad Keselowski. Number 4 for me is going to be Joey Logano, okay, in the 22. Number 5 was a really hard pick. It was extremely hard to bounce back and forth to who it was. First race, I'm going to have to go Ryan Blaney, right? Dark horse in that first race that I say to look out for is probably going to be the 24 car of William Byron, okay? A Chevrolet. Been showing some good speed, hadn't got the finishes, led some laps, got some experience up front, racing these big name guys. Look for him to have a really good run, man. I mean, that's the first race. We still got a whole nother race to go, so.
All right.
It gets different on the second race, I promise you that.
Veteran driver Mike Wallace will race at the Road America. His first time behind the wheel since 2015. Cup action. So we talked about Saturday. Tell me about Sunday.
Sunday? Sunday's going to be a little different ball game, man. Yeah, here we go. We got totally different stuff going on. We got a whole nother race that we already ran with data to come off of, right? So now Sunday, here we go, big dog show up.
So Saturday was a practice.
Saturday's not really a practice, it's a race. But it's going to tell you what you need for Sunday. A little bit later start time, a little bit later finish time.
Is there going to be different drivers?
No, same drivers. So let's say there's a guy that, with 20 to go is coming through. Like he's in 8th place. The next thing you know, he's in 5th place. The next thing you know, he's in 3rd place.
Yeah.
And it's the white flag, and bam, the flag falls in 3rd place, right?
Yes.
Okay. Had a really good run car, whether it was run long, short, whatever. He had a really good car. So now the race starts a little later, ends a little later. So you take that in your mind. Okay, I had this good of a car at this time yesterday, 30 more minutes. What would have it done to me? Where would I be? This is what you get paid to do. You got to think ahead, always ahead. But if you're looking for 5 in the second Michigan race, all right, number 1, the number 1 guy in the second Michigan race for me is going to be Chase Elliott, dude. Chase Elliott wins this Sunday. Saturday,
LB, you getting this?
Saturday, good run. Chase Elliott wins on Sunday, right? Sirens rang up there in Dawsonville at the pool hall, man. We all have a great time. Go Dogs, my buddy. But second is going to be Brad Keselowski. Third, we're going to talk Martin Truex Jr. Okay?
Yes.
A little bit different. That's what I said. Second race, different. Fourth, Kevin Harvick. Number 5, somebody that probably some people are going to be surprised about. Like I said, we talked about him earlier. This and that. Kyle Busch. If not better than 5. Top 5. This is the guy that's going to get that data from that first race, plug it in for Sunday, and be that much better, man. That's his MO. Got to have the practice. He likes the practice. It sets him up. He's got the practice. 312 miles of it, man.
So a while back, Big told me I needed to pick a favorite driver, and I said, no, you know what? I like them all. At that time, America was on her knees with this COVID-19 thing, and I was just so proud of NASCAR for putting on a show and being American and doing great stuff for this country. And I said, look, I like all the drivers. I'm an old granddad. I mean, I just admire them all. And now I say that my favorite driver depends on the situation. And I'm going to tell you right now, who I really would like to win one of those races is Chase Elliott.
Yeah.
I've been watching. That kid is cool. He's got a great podcast. I think it's called Broke Glass, something about broke glass.
Yeah. The kid's awesome, dude.
He is a nice
that
kid.
Name, listen, he's 25, but that name's been in the sport for almost 10 years. That name's been in that sport, dude. They knew who his son, who he was, where he came from, what pedigree he came from, how he was taught to drive, what kind of equipment he was in.
Yeah.
Mind state, 25 years old, dude. And I'm telling you right now, this kid, I called it early in the season. I'll say it again right now on camera. If you want my bet to win the championship, it's going to be Chase Elliott, dude.
All
I'm
right.
telling you right now.
$5
Spe-
a
Coach,
I'll bet $5 for Coach, man. Why
the
not? We
Coach
got
Carl
to
DeMasi Sports Report is in the house, and
He-
Coach is in for the bet.
Coach took the house. I'm taking Chase Elliott for $5.
He outbid me because I said a lower number. He could.
Oh, shoot. The AD Chad Griffin is here, too.
Yeah.
You get a bonus, ladies and gentlemen. You get a bonus tonight. This is the Coach's Corner
That's it.
Sports
Thank y'all,
Network.
fellas. Love y'all.
Right here. All right. Mailbag question number 1.
Yeah.
With just a handful of races left before the playoffs, which NASCAR driver's bubble is about to burst? Who's on the outside looking in?
Right now, I think it's still unclear. You can't really pick the outside and the inside, man. You got a couple guys here by one bad race. You got a couple guys to the good by one bad race, man. It comes down to more who can execute.
Okay.
And when you look at teams who can execute, I really like to believe in the fact that it's the 48. I like to believe in the fact that it's the 20. We are high caliber owners. We have Hendrick Motorsports. We have JGR and Joe Gibbs. These are two team owners that put a lot into the sport.
Yes.
We are not middle grade. We are high grade. We win races. We win championships. That's what these guys pedigree on. So, I mean, I would think those guys are going to get it together. William Byron's kind of fluctuating there as well. You got, two guys that got in, Custer and Reddick, that weren't expected to get in. That field's getting narrow and narrow as it goes on, and it's going to show up to who can put it all together over the next 5 weeks, 6 weeks, consistently. Not a win. If you get a win, great, you're in, right?
Yes.
If you're in position to get it, go for it.
Yes.
But it's finishes. 4th, 9th, 7th, 12th, 16th, whatever it
Consistency.
takes. Right?
Yes.
Whatever it takes to get that accumulated amount
Right.
that you need to be better than your competitor, that's what you got to do.
Jimmy, sir, I want you to calm down and do well in this race. I'm talking to you. Mr. Jimmy, do you hear me? Do well in this race. All right, second mailbag question. What is the difference between points and championship points?
Or playoff points.
Playoff points.
All right, so your points accumulated on the season is going to tell you what position you're in minus the wins. If you win, you're in. So basically, if you're 1 through 6, if we have 14 winners, you're all going to be in if you're in the top 30 in points.
Okay.
Okay, so top 30 and up.
So you got to win and be top 30. Okay.
Right. To
at that first
right.
cut.
You can win one race like the Daytona 500, finish dead last, and all the rest, and not be in because you're ineligible on points. Right.
Right.
So here we are now, where we got everybody, a lot of winners. We got Hamlin, we got Boyer. Hamlin, Harvick. Blaney. We got all these different guys. Elliott, Keselowski, Logano, Bowman.
Yes.
We got all these guys. Custer. So many names, right?
Yes.
So now it comes down to the point where your season points, what you've accumulated for your finishing spot.
Yes.
So that's where it's going to tell you how many points you have, what position you're in.
Okay.
Not counting the wins. That's why that bubble's so close to watch, because you got guys 18, 19, nobody's won. 16, 15, 14, nobody's won. It's all about what you won, right? But playoff points are stage wins, race wins. That's what that is.
So playoff points are stage wins and race wins.
Right. So what that adds up to is when the playoffs reset, we have 16 drivers that are in the playoffs.
Yes.
We all go back equal to 2,000 points.
Yes.
Now you're awarded for every stage win, every race win that you have on the season.
Yes.
So this is why it's important you see that different pit strategy of guys going, hey, let's stay out, get the stage win.
Yes.
Let's get those 10
and I've
points.
been seeing that.
Right.
We've been seeing that where guys will
it's
stay
a mathematical game you play to win this resets, and how are we going to line up? Now, you got Hamlin with 5, you got Harvick with wins, you got Keselowski with 3, Elliott with 1 or 2, Blaney with 1, Bowman. You got all these guys that got wins.
Yes.
But it's the stage wins. It's the stage wins and the wins that add up for those playoff points. So when the points reset to 16, if you won 5 races and won 12 stages, you get awarded for all those playoff points. You'll start at 2,059. And the next
so right away you get them.
Correct.
Okay.
On that stage of 16. Once it goes down to 16 guys, you got it. Whatever your playoff points are, stage wins and wins on the season, you're awarded. We all reset to 2,000. So
Why don't
like
they
I said,
just reset to 0 and start them over?
well, it doesn't matter. They just say 2,000. 2,000, 0, it's all the same number. What
Okay.
matters is how many stage wins and wins you have.
Because if
are
you're
the
out of those
points you get.
16, you can't get into them at that point.
If you're out of the 16, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're not eligible for a championship.
Those guys are just trying to win races and get the money.
That's it.
Okay. But they're not going to win the cup.
No.
Okay.
No.
All
Cannot
right.
win the cup unless you're in the top 16.
Hey, fans. This has been a great show. It's been long. I hope you're still here with us. If you are, thanks so much. Hey, please like this channel, like Coach's Corner, because I love this store. I think it's the center of the universe. Hit like and share and submit questions. Follow us on Facebook,
Yeah,
Twitter.
definitely.
Rubbin' and Grubbin' is our YouTube channel. You know, we talk about two things here tonight. We talk about racing and we talk about eating. And as our lovely model, the coach, Carl DeMasi, of the Carl DeMasi Sports Report, is showing our food, we have some spectacular grub to get into tonight. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
They
Listen.
want me to take the chicken, but I don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
So it's time for the grubbing pit stop. Tonight we're grubbing on the awesome Coach's Corner fried chicken.
Yep.
This chicken would make the Colonel cluck. This chicken would make Bo jangle. This chicken would put Popeye's other eyeball out.
Wow. All right. All right. I like it. All right. Okay.
This chicken will make you go to church. Last lap recap of the show. As soon as we turn this camera off, I'm going to have this all over my face. Last lap recap. Next Wednesday, we're going to break down the Cup doubleheader at Michigan, and we're going to look ahead to the race at the road course on Daytona. Daytona on August 16th.
Big surprises coming there, man. It's
Yeah, baby.
Equal battlefield right there, man. It's going to get real.
August is heating up. Actually, I think August is hotter than I'm out of dollars. I can't curse anymore. August is hot. We got 2 doubleheaders in August, 2 trips to Daytona, tons of racing action, and we will cover it all.
Yes, we will, man. You know it.
We want to once again thank our ESPN Savannah Hilton Head 104.3 and 1400 AM radio audience for tuning in to Facebook Live. Be sure to tune in to Green White Checker this Sunday with Big, PJ, and me. We'll break down the week.
Definitely.
We also want to thank the other show on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, the Coach Carl DeMasi Sports Report with Coach Carl DeMasi and the AD Chad Griffin.
Hey, big donations out here between those guys. Want to let you guys know, like I said, we do this for a good time, good fun, good food, and good charity. They always come out, show their support. Absolutely love them. If you hadn't seen it yet, make sure you tune in, check that out, man. I'm telling you, it's an awesome sports show. Big shout outs, John Henderson and Dale Henderson again for having us up here every Wednesday, 6 o'clock, rubbing and grubbing, man. Absolutely love y'all.
I'm Dan Foulds.
I'm Brandon Bain, man. Until next time we meet up, you guys stay safe, mask up, wash your hands, man.
Yay.
All right.
Gotta get some kind of chicken to pluck your eye out. Popeyes, that was
What a jelly roll. That was fun, man. Holy crap. Oh, I'm still hung. By the grace of God.
Gotta move. Yeah. No. Ow! Shoot! Ow. I'm gonna get up from behind here.